I'm just ridiculously into this game because yesterday, well, I think yesterday for me, I recorded this as well, and I said I was going to stop recording, and then at this time, I was like, screw it, I can't help myself. I'm going to record more, even though I am not going to be doing any story progress for a while. I don't think I will, at least, because I am going to on this video do something that you guys don't have to watch. And I don't know if it's gonna be, and I am gonna edit it still because 150% speed the on the things I'm going to do that I'll show you in a moment, and then normal speed on the rest, which this is not even an exploration video. You hear the sound of the melody? Yes. And we don't even have to battle Arven because I've tried that already and it failed. I failed it. Apparently, I was not even supposed to go into the lab last time, and I didn't get that from comments. I just figured. Also, I was checking my audio. But it's Omega Dragon. You all know. Welcome back for some more Pokemon Violet. Last time we fought the final Titan of the game. Mabosstiff is all better. And because of him feeling all better, we managed to get into the final bit of the story, because after we defeated every Titan, we had to go into the professor's old lab. And then the professor, and if this is a spoiler, you didn't watch the last episode, the professor asked us for help in Area Zero, studying on a Pokemon. And that Pokemon lives in the deepest depths of the crater of Paldea. But in order for us to get there, we needed to defeat Arven, and I was so close to beating him somehow, even though my Pokemon were up to level 50 and his were up to level 65. And yet I was so lucky in battle. Lucky enough to not even take that much damage from his Pokemon, and I actually almost won. My luck has been continuing to be so good so far, because every Pokemon I've caught, not many people have gotten as lucky as I have. I'm basically the luckiest, apparently, or maybe I'm wrong, and some people are pretty lucky as well. I've gotten so many critical captures, even on Pokemon I've never caught. And I even caught some Pokemon in Pokeballs. So, in this video, as you have seen,
I am going to be battling, not battling. And our outbreaks, why not check that as well? We're gonna at least see what that is about. We finally caught the mouse Pokemon that we've wanted for so long, but I don't know about any of them. Outbreaks. Also, aren't able to do this yet, the Pokepath Lighthouse, because that's where we need to go to battle Arven. But I'm not able to do it yet. I think this is gonna be Sinistea right here. I'm just having a feeling. I don't even know about how these outbreaks work because I've never actually encountered any. This one's unknown as well, and they're near this guy. Which I don't get how his path is actually simple, while this one's path is actually harder. Unless it's not that much harder, and really I should have gone around this way to do it. Never really tried that out, because I'm going to go over here to go that way. I'm not going to do that for a while though, because basically the next video I do is going to be explanatory, but this video, we're doing every class, even the finals, which I know is going to bore you guys, which is why I recommended you guys not watch this if you don't want to see me do all of this. But these classes, I'm going to speed up. So, biology is going to be second. I've always done that. Home economics is first. 150%! 150% speed, and then on the final exams, I'm going to keep it on normal. And then after that, I'm going to end the video right then, because I have a feeling that the video is going to be like an hour for me. Pull away your phones, it's time to begin our last class together. Home economics is the study of life's necessities, but looking back on our time together, I realized I focused almost entirely on food. Hope it is not too late to shift to a discussion of clothing, another necessity, in our last class. As I'm sure you are aware, our academy has an air of freedom about it. And I'm wearing short sleeves. We provide uniforms for each season to accommodate the diverse climate of Paldea. However, students are free to wear whichever style they wish to whenever they please. You should all have received 4 sets of tops and bottoms, one for spring, summer, fall, and winter, when the Academy had accepted you. I never really checked. If, by chance, you were not aware of this, you may wish to pursue your wardrobe. As long as you wear our school uniform, the rest of your ensemble need not be school issued. This includes your bag or your hat. If you choose to wear one, you are even free to style your hair whichever you wish. Mr. Salvatore's hairstyle, for example, would almost certainly have been against school rules when I was a boy. That reminds me. Here's one more thing you all like to decorate, which I must say I find quite charming. Our dorm rooms. No, not that. Let's make it something smaller and far more adorable. Rotom phones. Oh, more importantly, how you decorate the interior of your dorm rooms is none of my business. I must admit that I am fascinated by Rotom phones and how to customize them. Never bothered doing that. What's that? How very intriguing. So there's a shop called Delibird Presents, where you can purchase cases for your Rotom phones. I dropped your shocking suggestion. I thank you for that useful bit of information. I shall have to go myself first thing tomorrow to get an adorable case of my own liking. Forgive me, I seem to have gotten a little carried away with this small task. This class is known as Home Economics nears its end. I offer these final words to you who have been honing everyday life skills with me. My field of study is not so decisive as the likes of mathematics, for instance, where test scores might play a part in deciding your future. However, as you go on to cook for yourselves, to take care of your Pokemon, to decide what to wear in the morning and when you awaken, I would be honored if what I have taught you serves to smoothen out and enrich your lives, even if only by a little. This sentiment was imparted to me by Mr. Hassel, and his particular outlook on such matters. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for seeing this class through to the end. Our time together has come to a close. Prepare to do your best on our final exam. Still curious if you battle the school teachers as well. Certain that it might happen. Biology's next. And then doing languages. And languages I've basically sucked at on the 4th one. The baby! Hang on the ring! Hello! Hey Jack, how's it going? I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Next time we meet, we'll have our final exam. That means today is our last actual class. And the topic for this last class will be Pokemon forms. You can just think of forms as the shapes of or appearances that Pokemon have. There's also a phenomenon called a form change, where Pokemon's appearance changes under certain conditions. Prepare to be spoiled because I think this is about a Pokemon we haven't even seen yet. Cyclizar, for example, which we regularly rely on as a transportation here in Paldea, has 3 forms. First, its basic form, where it walks on 4 legs. Second is its battle form, where it stands on its hind legs to engage in battle. Finally, there's its ride form, where it inflates its throat sac and its tail so we can ride on its back. Now we can use something you're all carrying with you now as an even better example. Yep, I'm talking about your phones. Some smartphones are inhabited by certain Pokemon. Does anyone know the Pokemon I'm referring to? Heracross! Rotom! You're a regular expert on Pokemon and technology, aren't you, Omega? The Pokemon inside your smartphone is Rotom, and it does all sorts of things to help you out. A Rotom inside a Rotom phone is special, so it doesn't try to enter other electronics. An ordinary Rotom, however, can change form by entering washing machines, microwave ovens, and other electronic appliances. Won't name them all. Rotom is a bit of an exception, though. Many Pokemon that change form do so simply by holding an item or by having one used on them. Oricorio, for example, has 4 different forms they can change between when given certain nectars, which we haven't seen yet. Or have we? I think the electric seeds... Well, that doesn't work. I've seen nectars before. It was yellow, pink... I think blue was the other. And it was yellow, red, pink, or blue. Pretty sure. I've seen them in Sun and Moon, so I'm sort of rusty if that's wrong. Pokemon may even change type or learn different moves when they change form, like Hydro Pump, like Blast Burn. That's not a move though, it's Overdrive. I know. Overheat! Gosh darn it! Yeah, no! Form changes are different from evolution in that the Pokemon can return to its original form. And unlike shiny Pokemon, which can't change their special coloration, the same individual Pokemon can go back and forth between its forms. There's a lot to dig into with this form change phenomenon, as you can see. You can all learn something from Pokemon here, don't you think? Bit of a stretch, but I'd be happy to see you all enjoy your time at the Academy to the fullest and change form into a new version of yourselves. Or something like that anyway. Oh, almost forgot. Regional forms, which vary based on what region a Pokemon came from. Dearling, don't change like other forms. They're an innate... Whoops. There's the bell. I guess I was scatterbrained. Mr. Jack right up to the very end. I had a great time teaching all of you. I hope you do your best on the finals. Now it's languages. Then art. Well, art is gonna be third to last. Never mind then. I'm gonna do languages, then I'm gonna do history, then I'm going to do... And look, biology final. But... I want you in here. Here, everything go in. Huh? Alright. Languages. Then I'm going to do history. Then it's going to be battle studies, art, and math. That was not cut, by the way. That was all high speed. I hope I did languages. I don't actually remember if I did languages or history. I think it was languages, though. Yep. I tend to forget. Well, dear friends, I'm speaking French this time. How are you all today? It's time for the last self-called challenge. Gosh darn it, I can't read. Ante vos prêts. Oui, we are. What a réponse, fantastique. That was probably wrong. Perfect for our last class together. I love it. And a judge, we will once again be having a listening lesson. Mira, Bossy. Is that a different Pikachu? No, it's the same. For our last listening class, I have to tell everyone how you're feeling right now, so you see take play. Is that excitement? Cha! That might be excitement. Ooh, do you feel that? That's one contagious emotion in Pikachu's voice. Wait, what emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? Happiness. I thought so. It looked like that was happiness. Well done, Omega. I'm so happy you got that right. Get it? When Pikachu says it's expressing happiness, doesn't it make you just want to break out into a happy dance? But I didn't have to ask Pikachu to put it on an act today. Oh no, I simply asked it to show you all how it felt about getting to have class with you. Getting to meet so many new friends and study together in this class with you. It's made both me and my little Pikachu so very happy. And now, I'll propose for nothing. Let me give you all one last wise word of advice. As you live your lives, I'm sure you will all have times when you get mad or sad, maybe even more than you would like. Everything has its ups and downs. Life is a veritable roller coaster. But Alafine, that there is surely happiness waiting for you. So gardez le sourire. No, so gardez le sourire, I think is how you say it. Even in the hardest times. When you're faced with a problem that you can't handle alone, find someone to rely on, be it a teacher, your family, your friends, anyone. Approaching core will be our final exam. Be sure to review what we learned in all our lessons so far. Adios, matinee. Matinee. I've always read that as a matinee, so if I was wrong in all times, I'm sorry. Now, for our final 3 classes. History, it's not final 3, history is next. Definitely hoping they don't say anything about Crater of Paldea. Definitely thinking that she might, but she might not say anything about things that are in that area. I'm hoping that wasn't supposed to be a thing that would have had to do later. Whatever you did yesterday is a part of history. Today is our last class, so I'd like to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us one last time. In our last class, I'll tell you about the Area Zero expedition of 200 years ago, correct? Alas, 200 years is not that long ago. Not that long ago at all. 1822. Also, it's probably around that is actually 1800 or 1850. Whatever, you can estimate it. Your error is twitching very aggressively. Well, how unfortunate that our history lessons must march so inexorably toward the future. Would it not be more of an adventure to march toward the past instead? To start from our present and study history in reverse. Might be hard to follow, but honestly, I think it would. Might be hard to follow for some, but I actually think that'd be cool. I'm afraid I risk incurring the wrath of our dear director if I stray from the curriculum. I suppose I have no choice but to let the flow of time carry its toward the future. In this last class of ours, I shall fill your minds with the history of the terrestrial phenomenon. Thankfully, it's not going to spoil much. The technology behind Terra Orbs has its origins in Area Zero. Even after the Area Zero expedition supposedly reached the crater of deepest depths, others continued to explore the area, and around 140 years ago, Pokemon cloaked in a mysterious light were discovered there. As you have already guessed, these were, in fact, terrestrialized Pokemon. However, when those who discovered these Pokemon brought them out of Area Zero, the light faded, and the terrestrial phenomenon remained a mystery for quite some time. However, 10 years ago, might as well be in the present day, a certain someone you have definitely heard of unraveled this mystery. Perfect timing to make eye contact, oh my god. Answer me this. What was the name of the professor who unraveled the terrestrial phenomenon mystery? If you haven't seen the last part, you would actually not know. But if you actually know this answer, smart for you. Prepare to be surprised. It wasn't Heath. It wasn't Clavel, because Clavel is not a professor. It's Turo. To think that you, a new transfer to our academy, could correctly answer this question, you must be very intelligent. I said that wrong. You just ignore me and read the word below. In your studies. Approximately 10 years ago, a professor named Turo unraveled the mystery of the terrestrial phenomenon. He discovered that the shining crystals down in Area Zero, or rather the energy they emit, is what causes Pokemon to terrestrialize. This led the professor to invent Terra Orb technology and to develop a practical use for it. Incidentally, he's the worst! This technology was then shared with both the Pokemon League and our academy. Rumor has it that Director Clavel was one of the researchers of the professor's team. I know that from the introduction. He actually said that. And you would think that it's insane that I remember that, but I have good memory. Even if I haven't played a game in a year, I would still remember how it was for the controls after like an hour, but really like after 5 minutes. Alas, this story is much less exciting now that someone we all know appears in it. Modern history truly is dull, isn't it? Thus ends my history classes. Our next session will be our final exam, and there's meowing like a crazy one. She's very affectionate, but she's also craving attention, even though I'm in the middle of something. We already know this. Bring the wonders of history to the forefront of your minds in preparation. Now, for the final 4 classes, Battle History, Art, and Math, and then we're doing finals. Good evening. We are going to Art. Just kidding. It's Battle Studies. Very nervous for the finals. And I'm so glad there was not much of a spoiler in there. Hey, it's Jasmine. Oh, Sue, this is our last class, so don't let those energy levels drop before we wrap things up. I know my lead Pokemon is normally out there, but at times I forget. You've shown that you have more than enough knowledge to be super strong battlers. I don't know that I have much left to teach you, but we can always aim for even greater heights. So today, I'm going to teach you about the rules of Link battles. When 2 trainers participate in Link battles together, they can engage in either single battles or double battles with each other. And if you're playing in a group of 4, you can all battle each other in multi-battles. Triple battles and rotation battles don't exist in this generation. Nemona and Arven are here. I think I even saw Penny, but I don't really remember. And also Mastiff is there, and so is Reeling. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked! Now, when you're out having battles during your independent study, you can use whatever number of Pokemon you like, and they can be at any level. But in Link battles, there are special rules to keep in mind. Some of these special rules involve adjusting Pokemon's levels. Now, the no restrictions rule lets all Pokemon stay at their current level. It lets trainers use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiples of the same held item too. But if you choose to use normal rules, all Pokemon will be set to level 50 for your battles, regardless of what level they actually are. This even includes lower level Pokemon. They'll get a power boost to participate. Normal rules will let you use multiples of the same Pokemon species and of the same held items too. The great part about this rule set is that it lets any of your Pokemon participate. All they have to do is learn some good moves. Good boy, come here. Yay! Lastly, the rule set called Flat Rules mostly affect Pokemon over level 50. Such Pokemon will be set to level 50 for the duration of the battle. The Flat Rules rule set is the one often used for official tournaments. This rule set does not allow trainers to use multiple Pokemon of the same species, or multiples of the same held item. Alright, here's a question for you. Which rule set should you pick if you want to use a lower level Pokemon and keep its level low? Flat Rules. That's the one, you kid. Looks like you were listening to the lesson. Yes, shut up. If you've got some clever strategy that you need to use a level 5 Pokemon for, the best bet is to choose the Flat Rules rule set. Of course, you can also choose no restrictions if you want to battle with any Pokemon you want, at any level and with any held item. That's a pretty good rule set for when you want to battle freely with friends. In conclusion, normal rules adjust all Pokemon to level 50. Flat rules let you use lower level Pokemon at their actual levels. I hope you all use these tips to have some exciting battles with your friends. Oh man, I was just about to suggest yada yada. Guess we're really out of time. Next class is our final exam. Aim for a perfect score. I have no issue with that Battle History class. I have a good feeling that I'm going to be able to pass that one. Now, for our final 2 classes, Art and Math. Then I'm going to do the same thing by class order for the finals. Class will begin soon. Don't allow to be disappointed. Hello class, it is I, Hassel, and prepare to be Mira! You actually ruined my freaking egg. Mira did that to me. She kept rubbing the computer and the Switch console, and she kept doing it until my HDMI. Hey, stop! I know why she did that. Mira was like mortified, I guess. So I shouted stop because it prickled my weak spot, which is my right shoulder. Because my right shoulder is like, my shoulders are basically my weak spots because they're like the most. Well, if I get prickled there, I would probably freeze up for a moment. Also, I can't tell who's behind that guy, but I do see that one of them is probably a I don't actually know. Yep, it is Penny. My, how time flies, as they say. Indeed, our time together has certainly flown by. It's hard to believe that this is our last class. Now, our topics for today may feel somewhat unrelated to art. But there is absolutely no set definition as to what art should be. Therefore, let us carry on with the discussion and see where it takes us. There are 2 things I wish to focus on today. Ribbons and marks. Both ribbons and marks are special honors that capture a Pokemon's qualities. there will be times when your Pokemon gives maximum effort or has a noteworthy experience. In recognition of its feats and accomplishments, it can be given a ribbon. To give an example, if you manage to become incredibly close to a Pokemon, it may be granted the Best Friends ribbon. Incidentally, there is a person in Cascarapa who can give your Pokemon a Best Friends ribbon, which at times I mispronunciate the city. To something that's also in the game, but I always forget about that. I think I at times say Cassiopeia, but for one thing it's pronounced Cassiopeia, which I'm not used to. I'm probably gonna stick to pronunciating it wrong, but maybe I'll acclimate into the wording. Marks, on the other hand, are mostly found on wild Pokemon when you meet them for the first time. They can symbolize the character of a Pokemon, such as with the Rowdy mark or the Vigor mark. It's completely up to luck whether you run into a Pokemon with these marks. So if you're able to catch a Pokemon with a mark, rejoice at your outstanding fortune. Does anyone know what special thing you can do with Pokemon that has ribbons or marks? You can exchange ribbons, you can show them off, you can change their title. I don't actually know this, what? Thing you can do, I think it's exchanging ribbons. I actually don't know the answer to this. And I know there's a correct answer. I actually don't know, so I'm going to just guess. Huh, it was that! Wonderful, Omega, your knowledge is impressive. Actually, I guessed. The correct answer is that Pokemon with ribbons or marks can be given titles. What's more, they can be sent into battle displaying a title of your choosing. For example, you can send out Gibble with the Best Friends ribbon by declaring, "Go, Gibble the Great Friend." And while I know I just said that marks are generally found already on Pokemon when you meet them for the first time, it seems that more recently, Pokemon can be awarded certain marks based on their efforts. These are the marks of the Gormand mark, the Item Finder mark, the Partner mark, and so on. Perhaps it might be fun to try to work out how to get each mark using its name as a clue. Well, that just about wraps up our last class. Next up is the final exam. We review our material closely so that you pass on the first try. I'm a bit stuffy, so if I give them the lower voice, I might be coughing a bunch. But I'm not sick, it's just stuffy nights. Final one, which I don't know if I'm gonna get right or wrong. Math with Miss Time, and then we're doing the finals. The finals don't take that long, but I'm still nervous for them. Like I might get 3 out of 5 right. I hope we can have fun once again today for our last class together. Last time we learned about probability, using move accuracy as an example. Probability is quite an interesting subject. Did you know that in a class with 40 students, there is a 90% chance that 2 of them will have the same birthday? Except for that's not true for many of my classmates. Maybe there was only 1. But I don't remember who. That is true even despite the fact that there are over 300 days each year. Isn't that remarkable? But let's move on to today's topic before we get swept along with probability again. I've been teaching you all how to calculate damage in this class, by using examples like type matchups, critical hits, stat boosts, and the like. All these variables are multiplied together to calculate damage dealt to the opponent. However, did you know that there's an even simpler way to increase the damage of your Pokemon's moves? All you have to do is have your Pokemon use a move that shares a type with. Type matchups. If a rock Pokemon uses rock type move Stone Edge, the move's base power of 100 is multiplied by 1.5 to become 150. I never knew it was 1.5 times. I actually thought it was like 25% larger. But it wasn't 25%, it was 50% time. It was 50% bigger. Ground and Rock may seem like similar types, but if a ground type Pokemon uses Stone Edge, the move's power will remain 100. Also, I thought Stone Edge was 120 base power, but apparently they shortened that power in this game. Super effective moves and critical hits also add multipliers. Onto this little numerical increase, so it most certainly must not be taken lightly. Let me ask you a question to see if you understand what I'm talking about here. Say you have a move with a power 100. If a Pokemon that shares a type with this move uses it and hits an opponent that is weak to that type, what happens to that move's power? Okay, so it doesn't say its power becomes 125, which would have been a little kid's thing saying, I thought that was it, but it's definitely not that answer. Close, a power of 150 would only take into account of the multiplier of 1.5 resulting from the Pokemon sharing a type with the move. First, using a move that shares a type with its user multiplies the move base power of 100 by 1.5, making the power 150. The fact that the opponent is weak to the move's type then doubles that power from 150 to 300. The original power of the move ends up being tripled. Isn't that amazing? I swear he didn't say Pokemon that is weak against a type and then use 14 same type matchup. I swear I didn't read that. What's more, if a Pokemon terrestrializes and its Terra type matches one of its original types, then the bonus it gets for using a move of that same type increases from 1.5 to 2. Of course, being able to use lots of moves with different types is great as well. That's one way you can surprise your opponents. In the end, your own innate characteristics are what will really let you shine the most. Bear in mind that this is true for both humans and Pokemon. It sure would make me happy if you could take those words to heart. But I suppose I should really have shared this basic advice right from our first lesson. My apologies. And like that, the class is over. The last of our time together flew by in the blink of an eye. It was so much fun to be able to teach all of you eager students about numbers.
We already know The next class will be our fun final exam. Be sure to review the material well in preparation. So now I'm curious about what happens after you complete all of the finals. I wonder if Director Clavel will ask you to go to his main office. But now we're taking every final, and so the rest of this video is normal speed. And that's because I want to see what happens after you do all of this. So the first thing we're doing is, somehow I don't remember, it's home economics. And I want to do this one first to see what I get right and what I get wrong, because I, yet again, am nervous for this. This is just like school. I'm nervous I might get something wrong, but probably not. The time has come to test how well you all have learned in my class. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brains from the last-minute cram session fades. Which of the following meal powers makes it easier to come across shiny Pokemon? Encounter power, I think. It's either that or sparkling power. I don't know. It's either of these two. It's definitely not this. If it's encounter power, that just lets you encounter more Pokemon. If it's sparkling power, I think that just gives you something else. I'm just going to do encounter power. Which of the following is not the effect of egg power? It makes eggs hatch faster. It makes eggs easier to find. It's this one. What is a simple yet important tactic, for increasing the effectiveness of meal powers? Make food with others. What is the correct action to take when your adorable Pokemon become dirty? Pokemon wash. Pokemon wish. This is a question about Academy rules. Should you change your uniform tops and bombs to a properly matched season? It doesn't matter. The time for answering questions has come to an end. Please stop writing. I made the questions a little easier than I planned to, as a way of saying thank you for informing me about Rotom phone cases. I trust that you all gave this exam everything you had, so that you will not have to retake it. Please remember to ask for your scores at the front desk before leaving for the day. I wonder if it's going to be that you get large experience candies, or if it's just the same small experience candies. But all the same, I think that there's a greater reward after you do every single finals. Let's get 3 questions correct in midterms, and 4 questions correct in the finals. How did I do? I did answer 4 out of 5 questions correctly. I think it was the first one. I didn't know what the answer was there. That's a passing score. Okay, they're mediums, not larges, which honestly I'm not surprised with. Keep doing your best. Now I wonder if they did anything like an ultimate challenge, but they didn't. Now I'm sort of nervous if they will end up doing like an ultimate challenge deal where you have to get 8 out of 10 questions correct on the finals. But biology is next. Class will begin soon. The worst thing is, I don't even know what question I would get wrong unless I take it. And at times I wouldn't even remember what I said. Today is our final exam. It will cover everything I've taught you so far, but I'm sure you all will do just fine. Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. So this is method. How many of the following 4 methods make it easier to catch a Pokemon? Using a Poketoy makes you flee. It's only 2. Because using a Poketoy makes it easier for you to run from a Pokemon. Feeding it with a berry is only in Pokemon Legends, so it's only 2, inflicting paralysis and surprising it from behind. True or false, you can get new Pokemon only by catching them yourself or trading Pokemon, or trading with other trainers. I think there's another way, so it's false. There's more than just those 2 ways. If a Pokemon is holding an Everstone, well, using an item that induces evolution, such as a Firestone. If a Pokemon is holding an okay, so it won't because it's already holding an item. What is the probability of running into a shiny Pokemon? 1 in 4,892. The Pokemon known as Oricorio has three forms. False, it has 4. This question won't affect your grade. Do you have anything you would like to say about my class? I'm still getting used to this teaching thing, but I sure had fun as your teacher. Thank you for being our teacher. Whether you like it or not, time's up. I hope everyone enjoyed tackling those questions. I don't know what the... I snuck in a little bonus question here there at the end again. Shh, our little secret. Don't tell the director. Oh, great, these right away. I hope you're all looking forward to seeing how you did. I was actually expecting him to say that, but that was funny. I like Jack a lot. As a teacher. He's like a father, but also like an older brother. It feels great to get a test out of the way. I don't even know how I did. Honestly, think I failed. Oh, I actually got them all right. So I guess that one question I said false to was actually correct. But I don't remember the other way. I know there was like 3 ways and not 2. I know it was catching the Pokemon, trading with the trainers, and I think the other way is by raid battles, which is the same as catching. And then the other way is mainly like... I actually don't know. I just know there's more than one way to do it. Or I meant 2. 5 medium experience candies. Good evening. I am going to now take languages. This is gonna suck, but I'm gonna try my best. All of them were about Pikachu, so I have to remember which of these cries do which of the things. And also, it's not only about Pikachu, but it's also about other things. Pika! Aujourd'hui, we take our final exam. Rendezvous! And do your best. Êtes-vous prêts? Let's begin. What does it mean? Which of the following means delicious? Delicioso. Merci. I don't remember what merci is. I think merci is like very or something. I'm focusing real hard. What do these 2 foreign phrases mean? Je t'aime. Ik liebe dich. It means I love you. It means Pika! That's anger. Pika! Cha! That one's exclamation point, so it's happiness. What is your beloved teacher's name? Salvatore. Isadore. Labrador. Labrador is a fun name. Abador. All of these. This one is pretty close, but it's Salvatore. C'est fini. Posez vos stylos. I assume the obligatory dernier question gave no trouble. I'm sure you all did great. I'm surprised I did well there. They only did 2 Pikachu ones. I actually feel like I got all of them, but I might get one wrong, which was me saying I love you, because it seemed like that was what it was. But let's see if that was the wrong one or if it was something else. None of them. I got medium experience candies. Yeah. Next, I'm going to do battle studies. Actually, it was history. Then it was battle studies and art, then math, and then the video. Maybe. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm even more curious about what happens after the final gym, which I'm not gonna do next time because next time we're doing something very interesting. Something I haven't done yet at all. But I want to do it now, or I want to do it next time because it is something that you all will probably think is better for me to do now than later. Like I didn't even know you could do this, and if I do it, then it might help me in futuristic battles, even against the member of Team Star. or leader, whatever. I always say member. I don't know why. It's time for our final examination. Summon your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your minds and answer the questions. What's the name of the great crater of Paldea called? The crater area, the core area, Area 0. The center of the Paldea region. How many years ago was the Academy founded? 806. Which of these did not appear in the Paldean fairy tale of the Four Treasures? A vessel. A folding fan. That's what it is. Which area expedition member wrote? Okay, I get it, but thief? Why is thief in that one? How many years ago did Professor Turo invent Terra Orbs? 10 years ago. Or she said roughly 10 years ago. Put your writing utensils down. You must excuse that last question. It is too shallow and ridiculous to be on the history test, but alas, the director forced me to include it. So it's our final examination. You may ask for your scores at the school's front desk.
It's a secret.
Test out of the way. I don't know how I did here. I'm pretty sure I did all of them, right? But I might have gotten only 4. Yep, I got 4 of them. I don't know which one that is. I think it was how many years ago the thing was founded. Because I'm certain I got everything else correct. So I thought it was 806, but it might have been 807. It wasn't 805 for sure. Miss Ryford? Yeah. Yada. What's going on now? I'm going to take battle studies. Oh, Sue, let's take this exam and crush it. Meaning, let's crush the expectations of a failure and turn them into victory. It's finally game day. Today is our final exam. Time to put on your game faces and do battle with those test sheets. Which cheer boosts attack in the special attack for all allies during a terror raid battle. Go all out. I've seen it before. What do we call the battles that Pokemon sent out with the R button? Auto fights. That's the only one. That's the only answer there that's odd. You can do it battles actually is a fun answer, but it's really this. How should you obtain LP? Take on gyms. Nope. Hack the system. Nope. Exchanging materials. Yep. Hack the system. High level Pokemon are adjusted to what level when using flat rules in link battles? Level 50. You should know this by generation 5 and up. Or I think it's generation 4 and up, but I don't actually remember that. When using normal rules in link battles, you can use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiples of the same held item. Yes. Might be wrong, but most likely correct on this one. Flat rules is different. Normal rules is good. Or no, I get it wrong! But it doesn't matter, I got only 4 of them wrong, I'm very sure. Sorry, I didn't read your last one. You little rascals? I read that part. I love when she says, you little rascals. I got the final one wrong. Now, I hope I don't get 3. Oh, what? I thought it was no restrictions that had the... Okay, then. Oh, no restrictions was... Okay, then. Huh. I'm surprised. I actually thought that I got the final question wrong. Wow! Only 2 more. Art and math. And then I get to see what happens after I do everything. Maybe nothing yet, but maybe after the main story something happens. I get it. It's boring. And I get it. This video might end up being a 35-minute one. Daytime. Hey, Nemona, how's it going? And begin. What is the name of the restaurant where you can change a Pokemon's Terra type? The Treasure Trove. Treasure Trove Cove. Treasure Eatery. I know this one. You've already seen it in the city. It's called the Surrendering Sunflora. How many waterfalls are counted among the 10 sites of Paldea? 3. I think. I hope. It has to be 3. That's what he said before, I'm very sure. Where can you find a Million Volt site skyline? I don't remember that one! I'm trying to guess it. Lavencia is my guess on that one. I'm certain that might be it. The marks of a Pokemon has are present when you first meet, and none can be added later. False. Time's up. That's it for today's test. Pencils down, please. The true answer is the first Pokemon can have it, but it doesn't always have it. It's chances. It has a chance to get the thing, but it doesn't always happen. But if I got that one wrong, then I would be upset. The time we share has left a mark that I will treasure. I promise you. And it is my sincere wish. I'm a broken record that all of you go on to even greater, more prosperous futures. And that's that. Good work, everyone. You can receive your result from the desk. Please, give me 4 of them at least. I'm pretty sure I got one of them wrong. But please give me only 4. At least 4. I'm certain I got 4 of them right. Yep, I figured. I wasn't sure about one of them, so I gave a complete guess. But also, I don't even know what answer I got wrong. Might have been what city is a Teravolt skyline, but I don't remember the city. One more math. Math final. Math with Miss Time.
Class will begin soon.
Math time. And then we get to see what happens, which I doubt anything will happen yet. Alright everyone, it's time to begin our final exam. I'm sure the fun experiences you all had in my class will serve you well as you answer. How many Great Balls could you purchase with 3,000 if each one costs 600? Only 5. Not 6 because, think about it, 3,000 divided by 600. Or 30 divided by 6. Think about it that way. It's 5. If a water type move with a power of 100 lands a critical hit on a grass type Pokemon, what will the move's power be? I think 75 if it's a critical hit. Because it's 1.5 times, and when it lands a critical hit, that will turn from half to roughly 75. Under normal conditions, what % chance does Stone Edge have to land a critical hit? That comes with accuracy as well, so I'm going to just guess 1. Because it has an 80% accuracy, and it has a 4% chance of a crit. So, thinking about that, 4% of 80 is like roughly, well, for one thing, 5% of 80 is, what is it? 4. So I guess it is like 4%. I think. It's about there. I don't know. Swords Dance wants to boost his attack by 4 stages. How much damage will his physical moves then do? If I remember this correctly, it was 1.5. It was like 50% more every time. So it's triple. 6 stages is quadruple. If a rock-type Pokemon whose Terra type is rock terrestrializes, what will the power of its rock-type moves be multiplied by? 2. Alright everyone, time is up. Put your hands on your laps now. This test was a culmination of all I taught you, and I'm sure you did just fine. Do go and ask for your scores at the front desk. I actually don't know how I did, so if I got 3 questions right, I might have to have a meltdown. I might have to get a meltdown out here. Might melt literally from my chair. Except for not... might melt literally from my chair, meaning I'm gonna fall off. So let's see how I did. Hey, look at that. I passed every one of them. 5 medium experience candies. You have now finished all of your classes and passed out all of your exams. I have this for you from Director Clout. 5 large experience candies. Now you can focus all of your efforts on this year's treasure hunt. Be careful out there. So you don't have to see Director Clavel in office. You just get 5 large experience candies as a reward. Well, now I'm going to end this here. And assuming that the first one was 25 minutes, and I think this one was also 25-ish minutes, around that, I think this is going to be around a 50-minute video anyway. So the only edit there was me having to deal with exams. Well, mainly just classes in general. Okay. Wait. Oh, you can't climb you can't climb walls. You can only climb vertical mountain surfaces, not buildings. What, are you crazy? Also, what's over here? I'm just curious. Wait, you can get vending... Okay. I never knew you could actually just see a vending machine from here. That's honestly surprising to me. I did not expect that at all. Where does this take me? I think this actually takes me to the Eastern Province. And next time, I'm going to walk with every one of my Pokemon except for one. And, yep, it does take me here. So, next time in Pokemon Violet, which also I'm very curious about what happens if I do this. First, I'm going to take these potions and a revive. Oh, wow. That is actually cool. Now let's see what happens if I climb up to the highest peak. Oh wow, it actually goes really high. That is cool. I love that. That is actually one of the cool things about this game. Am I able to climb this? Oh, the Great Crater of Paldea. I'm not ready for that yet. TM for Rock Slide. Talonflame. So I am pretty high up. Sorry for saying that I was going to end it, and here I am not ending the video at all. But soon enough I am going to end it. Well, screw it. I'm going to see what this raid is at least. I know it's normal, but I want to see what it's like. Stardust. A horde over here, which is a Shinx horde. What the heck just... Okay. Don't even know what that was about. That's a Dunsparce, I think. And last time it ran away. That's not a Dunsparce. I'm at least gonna see what this Jigglypuff is. Water. I don't even know if I have a Jigglypuff yet. I know I have an Igglybuff, but I don't think I even caught a Jigglypuff. It won't even give me that much experience, but I'm still gonna slash it, and it won't faint. So I'm just gonna catch it. And then I'm going to end things here. So next time in Pokemon Violet, we are going to do something that you guys might be surprised with. If it inflates it, do sing a lullaby, it can perform longer and cause sure drowsiness in its audience. Except for that's one of his dreams is to sing in front of an audience for them to cheer. I still love that you can do this now. It's so cool to think about. And also, I have something that I'm very curious about. I don't really have to heal, but I am just gonna heal anyways, just in case. So, see you guys next time. I'm not gonna save because I'm gonna record another video.